When the alien armada entered the Sol system, they did not announce themselves with threats. They announced themselves with silence. 47 warships slipped out of folded space, beyond Pluto, black holes absorbing starlight. Their formation so precise it looked mathematical rather than military. Every satellite, every probe, every listening station turned toward them. And for 12 full minutes humanity watched without breathing. Then a single transmission reached Earth, translated instantly by machines that trembled under the weight of its meaning. Your species has reached sufficient technological maturity. You will now be evaluated for compliance. Compliance with what? No one knew. But the message carried attached footage worlds burning under surgical beams of light, oceans boiling away in controlled spirals, cities erased with indifferent efficiency. The aliens called themselves the Aethryx Dominion. They claimed they did not conquer, they corrected. Species that proved useful were integrated. Species that proved defiant were removed. It was presented as ecology on a cosmic scale. The first demand was simple. Power down all military networks and surrender orbital control. Demonstrate obedience. Humanity had 1 hour. Inside bunkers carved into mountains and beneath oceans, leaders argued, scientists calculated, generals swore. The Dominion ships dwarfed anything humanity possessed. Their energy signatures bent known physics. Every simulation ended the same way. Earth reduced to a cooling sphere of ash within days. Compliance offered survival, at least in theory. Resistance promised extinction. At minute 59, Earth responded. No grand speech echoed across the stars. No defiant poetry. Just a data burst aimed at the Dominion flagship. Coordinates, trajectories, and a short line of text. Evaluation accepted. Beyond Neptune's orbit, something small and cold adjusted its course. For decades, humanity had been quietly building the Aegis Array. A network of autonomous drones hidden in the dark between planets, powered by harvested cometary ice and compact fusion cores. Officially, they were deep space research platforms. Unofficially, they were insurance. Humanity had learned a bitter lesson from its own history. Predators exist, and hope is not a strategy. As the Dominion ships advanced toward Mars to establish orbital dominance, the void around them shimmered. Thousands of objects emerged from stealth, their surfaces unfolding like metallic flowers. The Aegis drones did not fire lasers or missiles. They fired gravity. Each drone projected a focused singularity lens. A weaponized distortion of spacetime that twisted trajectories and crushed matter without explosive spectacle. Dominion shields flared brilliantly, designed to deflect radiation and plasma, not reality itself. The first alien cruiser folded inward like paper caught in a fist. The second tore apart along invisible seams. The silence of space swallowed their destruction. On Earth, billions watched the feed relayed from telescopes and military satellites. There was no cheering, only stunned disbelief as the invincible armada staggered. The Dominion adapted quickly. Their formation shifted, ships linking energy fields into a lattice of defensive harmonics. Beams lanced outward, precise and merciless, vaporizing hundreds of drones in seconds. But the array had never been centralized. It was scattered across millions of kilometers, designed to function even while dying. For every drone destroyed, 3 more recalculated attack vectors. Then humanity escalated. From the far side of the moon, the Artemis shipyards released vessels the public had never seen. Sleek, angular craft accelerated under drives that bent spacetime in controlled pulses. These were not exploratory ships. They were the culmination of every classified project, every black-budget experiment fueled by a single unspoken fear. One day, something would come. Human pilots rode those ships. The Dominion had assumed humanity would rely entirely on automation, as most advanced species did. Biological reaction times were inefficient. Emotional variables were destabilizing. But human pilots had trained inside neural-linked cockpits where instinct mattered more than algorithm. They dove through debris fields at velocities that would liquefy unshielded bodies, manually triggering singularity torpedoes at point-blank range. They made decisions no predictive model could anticipate because those decisions were born from audacity rather than optimization. One Dominion battleship broke through the defensive net and aimed a stellar conversion beam at Earth. Energy gathered at its core, bright enough to rival the sun. Before it could fire, a single human vessel rammed it. The impact did not explode in fire. It created a momentary star. The pilot, Commander Imani Rao, transmitted one final message as her ship's core overloaded. Tell them we were never compliant. The resulting gravitational cascade ripped the battleship apart and destabilized to more nearby. The Dominion formation fractured. For the first time since entering the system, their transmissions lost their clinical tone. New signals burst outward retreat vectors. The surviving alien ships attempted to fold back into faster-than-light transit. But the Aegis array had anticipated that as well. Prepositioned distortion fields ignited around the system's perimeter, warping local spacetime into turbulence. Several Dominion vessels miscalculated their jumps and vanished into shredded flashes of light. The rest fled, engines flaring desperately as they escaped beyond Pluto and into the dark between stars. Silence returned to the solar system deeper than before. Earth was scarred. Debris rained into atmospheres. Hundreds of drones were gone. Thousands of human pilots would never come home, but the planet still turned, blue and stubborn. Days later, a final transmission arrived from far beyond the Kuiper Belt. The Dominion emblem flickered weakly on screens across Earth. The translated message was brief. Species, designation, human. Evaluation revised. Classification, unacceptable cost. Recommendation, avoid. Across cities and villages, from crowded megacities to remote deserts, humanity listened. There were no parades, no triumphant anthems echoing into space. Just a quiet understanding spreading through 8 billion hearts. The universe had tested them, and the universe had decided it was not worth the fight.